All right, so today I ran across this article by Mark Wilson titled Kodi Addon Cites TV Addon Loses Appeal as Judge Draws Comparison with Fully Loaded Kodi Boxes. I'm going to go ahead and read this article in its entirety. However, if you wanted to check it out yourself, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description. Make sure also that you follow Mark on Twitter. So TVAddons has been very much in the news over the past year or so, with the controversial site constantly fighting to prove it's doing nothing illegal and did not exist with the aim of providing access to copyrighted content. In the latest stages of its ongoing battle with copyright holders, the site has lost an appeal hearing in Canada after a judge overturned a ruling from June last year. It had previously been ruled that a search warrant against Adam Lackman has not been correctly executed, thereby negating any evidence it resulted in. Bell, Videotron, Rogers, and TVA appealed against this ruling, and a judge has now overturned the original verdict, throwing further confusion onto an already confusing situation and bringing into question the interpretation of evidence put forward in the case. The judge also ruled that TVAddons was clearly designed to be used by those who want to circumvent the legal means of watching television program and the related cost. While there is little doubt that there are Kodi add-ons that can be used to illegally access copyrighted content and that these were available via TVAddons, it has been argued that the number of add-ons that fell into this category was very small. The original judge, Justice Bell, agreed, saying that under 1% of add-ons could be viewed in this way. But the appeal judge, Justice Yves D. Montigny, agreed, saying in a new ruling, "I agree with the telecom companies that the judge misapprehended the evidence and made palpable the overriding errors in his assessment of the strength of the appellant's case. Nowhere did the appellants actually state that only a tiny portion of the add-ons found on the respondent's website are infringing add-ons, therefore clearly misapprehended the evidence in the regard by concluding that just over 1% of the add-ons were purportedly infringing." Tornfree tries to explain why there is a disagreement. The confusion appears to have arisen from the fact that while TVAddons offered 1,500 add-ons in total, the heavily discussed featured add-on category on the site contained just about 22 add-ons, 16 of which were considered to be infringing according to the original complaint. So it was 16 add-ons out of 22 being discussed, not 16 add-ons out of a possible 1,500. Justice Montigny goes on to say that there is a strong prima facie case that Lackman's infringed the Copyright Act by making copyrighted material available to users of add-ons. Lackman had previously argued that add-ons can act like a mini Google and demonstrate that the famous search engine Google can also be used to access copyrighted material. In the appeal ruling, Justice de Montigny is unimpressed with this argument. While Google is an indiscriminate search engine that returns results based on relevance as determined by an algorithm, infringing add-ons targeted predetermined infringing content in a manner that is user-friendly and reliable. The fact that a search result using an add-on can be replicated with Google is of little consequence. The content will always be found using Google or any other internet search engine because they search the entire universe of all publicly available information. Using add-ons, however, takes one of the infringing content much more directly, effortlessly, and safely. So, Lackman is criticized for curating add-ons on the original site, and Justice D. Montigny compared the activities of the site with the function of dedicated, fully loaded Kodi boxes. The service offered by the respondent through the TVAddons website is no different from the service offered through the set-top boxes. The means through which access is provided to infringing content is different. One relies on hardware while the other relied on a website. But they both provided unauthorized access to copyrighted material without authorization of the copyright owners. TVAddons is obviously unhappy with the appeal ruling. In a statement on its new website, it says, "We have just received notice that the appeals court ruled in favor of Bell, Vidtron, Rogers, and TVAddons. This means that we will not have our original domain name or social media accounts returned in the foreseeable future. This is a major blow to internet rights in Canada, as it confirms the fact that under Canadian law, there are no safe harbors protecting community-based platforms from abuse by website visitors. As of the current time, the court has not had the chance to actually test any of the claims that were brought forward by Canadian telecom cartel. The court took their claim as a face value and dedicated that it was appropriate to preemptively seize all of our property pending the outcome of what could end up being a very lengthy and costly legal battle, which we might not even be able to afford to fight. The site says that it is unfair to be held responsible for what its users do. At the current time, we have almost 1,000 legitimate unofficial Kodi add-ons indexed within our add-on library, none of which can be even considered to be infringing. These add-ons are developed by independent developers around the world and submitted to our site for indexing. We do not have any part in their development and have never hosted nor direct linked to any form of infringing content. There is still the possibility that our property will be returned eventually, but without the ability to communicate with the majority of our user base, fundraising for legal costs has been quite difficult. In civil court, it is not uncommon for the party with more resources to prevail, since civil court cases does not offer the same legal protection as are afforded under the criminal justice system. The most disturbing part of this whole ordeal is that it has now been proven that, unlike American websites, Canadian platforms are responsible for the action of their users. In the United States, if a site like Facebook, YouTube, or Reddit were to contain something infringing that was posted by one of the users, they would be protected by the DMCA, which offers a notice and takedown system. The recently unveiled new add-on repository is, the site says, subject to a much stricter submission policy, and the intention is to carry on with the legal fight. To this end, TVAddons is asking for donations to fund the battle. They can be made via credit card or cryptocurrency. So I'm going to be leaving a link to there in case you wanted to go ahead and donate something to these guys. They have kind of been there for us for a couple years. Make sure that you check the description down below in this video for all of the links if you wanted to donate to TVAddons, or if you wanted to get a hold of Mark and add any comments to his video. So we come to the time in the video now where we ask you, our viewers, what do you think about this latest development? Do you think it's fair what they're doing to TVAddons? Do they even have a right, you think, to be upset that they finally came after them after all these years? We definitely want to know what you think. That's what the comment section is made for. Definitely don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. It's down below. It's not this one there. Down there. Boom. Red subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to share this with your friends. We definitely appreciate you watching. And with that said, have a great day.